What's up, Pinky Boy here, and today we answer the top 10 how-to questions for the awesome new Viking open world survival game, Valheim. Before we start, if at any point you find this video fun or helpful, hit that thumbs up and leave a comment below, and let's get right into it. At number 10, how to sail. Once on your ship, press E on the boat's rudder to take control. Use A and D to turn the rudder left and right. You do not need to keep the keys pressed. Simply set the rudder to the position you want it to be and let the boat take its course. Now for moving, use W and S to raise and lower the sail or to paddle with the rudder. One arrow down will have you paddle the rudder backwards. You do not need wind to do this. One arrow up will have you paddle the rudder forward. This is used if you have head-on wind. Then 2 or 3 arrows up will lower the sail and use the wind to move the boat forward. You can see the wind direction on this HUD element here below the minimap. If the wind is in the dark section, this means the wind is head-on and you will need to have 1 arrow up to paddle the rudder and move forward. The sails do not work with head-on wind. And just so you know, the skill that Mother, the fourth boss, gives you when you end it is to always have tailwind for a set amount of time. And that is how you sail in Valheim. At number 9, how to plant seeds. The first thing you need to plant seeds is a cultivator. To craft a cultivator, you will need a forge, some bronze, and some core wood. To make the forge, you need to find a copper deposit in the Black Forest. They look like huge boulders but with copper veins running through them. Smelt the copper ore in a smelter and this will give you the forge recipe. Once the forge is down, you will be able to make bronze ingots. To make the bronze ingots in the forge, you need copper ingots and tin ingots. To find tin, you need to search near any streams or body of water in the Black Forest and you will find tin deposits you can mine. Smelt the tin ore in a smelter to get the tin ingot. The last thing you need is core wood. To get core wood, you simply need to chop down pines in the Black Forest, not firs, but pines. Once you have your core wood and your bronze, head to the forge and make a cultivator. With the cultivator in hand, right click and select cultivate, then plow a tile on the ground. Right click again and select any item for which you have a seed. You can find seeds in the world, and with your seed in hand, simply click in the plowed tile to plant the seed and just wait for the crop to grow. And that is how you plant seeds. At number 8, how to get a pickaxe. The first pickaxe you will get is a hard antler pickaxe, which the first boss Elk tier will drop. To summon Elk tier, all you have to do is to place 2 deer trophies in your hotbar, then go to his summoning altar and press the hotkey in which you place the trophies. To get deer trophies, you need to hunt down deers, of course. You can do so by pressing Ctrl and sneaking up on them. Do watch the yellow stamina bar. If you run out of stamina while sneaking, you will get up and scare the deers. You can also craft a bow and hunt them down from a distance. Not all deers will drop trophies, so keep on hunting until you have 2. When you progress in the game, you will be able to craft better pickaxes, and that is how you summon the first boss Elk tier and get your first pickaxe. At number 7, how to tame boars. To tame boars, you first need to build an enclosure for them, then find a boar and have him follow you. This shouldn't be that hard since they are very aggressive. Once they are in the enclosure, you need to feed them. Do this by throwing mushrooms or berries in the enclosure. Once you start seeing hearts above the boar, the taming process has started. You can see the taming progress by going near the boar and looking at him. You will see a percentage of progression and how happy the boar is. Make sure to keep the boars fed and the enclosure repaired, and after a while the taming process will be complete. Also, if you have multiple boars in the enclosure, they will start to breed and make baby boars. And that is how you tame boars. At number 6, how to find swamps. So swamp is the 3rd biome after the Black Forest, and you will need to find swamps to get iron and also to hunt down the 3rd boss, Bone Mass. Now of course, since the map is procedurally generated, there is no real direction I can point you in. But the best way I think to find swamps is to use a ship and travel along the coast, and you want to keep your eyes open for these telltale signs. If the biome indicator changes to swamp, pay attention, a swamp is nearby obviously. Also, look for these leafless trees on the horizon. These are found in swamps. And finally, if you look at your map, swamps will be the darker land on the map. Maybe you passed one and didn't even notice. So get on a ship and explore. That is pretty much the only way, but you probably won't need to go that far either, since swamps are generated pretty much everywhere on the map, except in the middle of course. So keep your eyes open and shouldn't be too long. And that is how you find swamps. At number 5, how to unlock stone building. So the first thing you need to do is find iron. Now something tells me that in a couple minutes in this video, we will see exactly how to find iron. Once you found iron ore, you need to smelt it in a smelter to get iron ingots. As soon as you pick up the ingot, you will learn the recipe for a stone cutter. A stone cutter is a crafting station. You will need to have it placed in the world in order to use stone building pieces. You place stone pieces exactly the same way you do for wood pieces, with the hammer. And also, to place a stone cutter, you will need a workbench placed first. But remember, you can destroy those at any time and get back the building materials and rebuild the crafting station elsewhere if needed. And finally, a stone cutter works exactly like a workbench when building. All you need is to be in the white circle to be able to place stone building blocks, and this is how you unlock stone building. At number 4, how to fish. The first thing you need to do is find Haldor the vendor. You can explore the world and find him. A little bag will appear on your map once you do. If you do not want to go through the hassle of finding him, you can also create a new world for your character. In the seed, put 420 16 LOL XD. Yes, this is the real seed. Once in the world, press F5, type in I am a cheater, then type in go to 204, comma, minus 2041, and voila, Haldor the vendor is there. But Hanky, that's cheating. You are damn right it is. You have literally just typed in the console that you were a cheater. But you are creating a new world just to find him, so I'm guessing you do not really care about all of that. If you do not want to go this route, I can totally understand. Simply look for Haldor the old-fashioned way, and once you find him, follow these steps. Sell him valuables to get some gold, or bring some gold of your own, then use that money to buy a fishing rod and some bait, and then either rejoin your world, or if you're not a cheater, start looking for a body of water. Put the fishing rod in your quick bar and press the appropriate key. Use left click to cast the line. Do not worry about the bait. As long as it is in your inventory, it will apply it automatically. When you see the bobber go down in the water, right click to hook the fish and then press the right mouse button to reel the fish in until you caught the fish. And that is how to fish. At number 3, how to find silver. The first thing you need to do is hunt down the third boss, Bone Mass, which can be found in the swamp biome. Once you end him, he will drop an item called Wishbone. Once you equip the Wishbone, it will start emitting light and noise the closer you get to a hidden treasure. The next thing you need to do is head to a mountain biome. Be prepared, you will need some wolf armor and capes to survive the cold. Walk around in the biome until the wishbone detects something. Find the spot where the wishbone beeps continuously and dig down to find a silver vein. Then use your pickaxe to mine the silver. Then of course you need to smelt the silver ore in a smelter. And that is how to get silver. At number 2, how to upgrade the workbench. Now this works with any crafting station. They are all upgraded the same way. So once you put your workbench on the ground, the way to improve it is by building improvements near it. You will learn crafting station improvement recipes as you progress in the game and come in contact with the required resources. If you look in your hammer's building menu in the same place you would go to craft the bench, you will see some things have orange stars next to them. These are crafting station improvements. The improvements directly to the right of a crafting station are the improvements for that specific station. Simply place the improvement on the ground near the appropriate crafting station. You will see some orange sparks between the station and the improvement to show that it will indeed improve the crafting station. A little thing to keep in mind when building your base and placing your crafting stations, you can only place one improvement per floor tile. Just a thing to keep in mind, and that is how to improve a workbench. And finally, at number 1, how to get iron. To get iron, you will first need to hunt down the second boss, the Elder. Once you end him, he will drop a swamp key. Once that is done, you want to find a swamp biome. Inside the swamps, you will find crypts, for which you need the swamp key to enter. In those crypts, you will find muddy scrap piles. Mining those muddy scrap piles can give you some iron scraps and other materials. If you have already ended bone mass, you can also use the wishbone to find hidden muddy scrap piles in the swamps. You then want to put those iron scraps inside a smelter and you will get iron ingots. To get the smelter recipe, you want to find surtling cores, which you can find either in the Black Forest crypts or by ending surtlings in the swamp. But watch out, they are pretty deadly, especially if you do not have any iron gear already, so I strongly suggest you go for the Black Forest crypts, and that is how you get iron. And there you have it, the answers to the top 10 how-to questions for Valheim. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more, please take the time to subscribe, like this video, comment below and share. Also, do not forget to look in the pinned comment for a link to my Discord. Again, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and I will see you in the next one.